You know just how to get me VIP, Daniel. Where am I in The Sopranos? Polly Walnut's mom is having a hard time fitting in Green Grove retirement community. Uncle Junior's trying to trick a government psychiatrist. I can't mention anything else about where I'm at because they're major spoilers. What's Bobby doing with Janice? Bobby's a sweet boy, okay? Janice is literally like, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily describe her as a predator, but she's taking advantage. She's taking advantage of Bobby Bacala's good nature, his gentle demeanor. Bobby deserves so much more. Well, let's not go crazy. He is still like in the mafia, you know? He is still like intimidating union bosses to get them to vote in certain ways and stuff like that. Like he's still, I wouldn't say he's like a good person, but by the way, can I say something? I feel like cryptic crosswords are the worst daily game ever invented. I've been using my Globe and Mail subscription to play some of their legally distinct New York Times inspired games. Like they have a Wordle that's 6 letters long instead of 5 letters long, which is fucking funny. Then I said, you know what? They have it's not called a mini crossword, it's called a concise crossword, and it's not concise at all. There's like 20 clues per crossword, and every single one of them is like an 11-letter word for encumbered or some shit like that. And I'm like, that the mini is supposed to be like, you know, sand blank, 4 letters, starts with a W. Shit is pissing me off, but nothing is worse than the cryptic, man. Like I said, I was on the toilet this morning. I said, let's do the cryptic, man. Let me give you the, I mean, I don't know if this is technically piracy, but let me give you the first clue of the cryptic, okay? Sharpen your mind with today's cryptic crossword. Tenure of a corrupt cardinal. So I get the idea that there's like, there's a word, and then there's supposed to be a direction within the other words that tells you what to do with that word in order to change it. But I don't know what that means. Either like corrupt might be the word, like that might be anagram. So we get the tenure of a cardinal, I don't know, and then corrupt the word, maybe mix up the letters or something like that. Shit is fucking stupid, man. This is, I mean, maybe I'll grow into it at some point, but this is how I used to feel about musicals. I was like, why don't you just talk? Why are you still, maybe you'd have less problems if you stopped putting your emotions into songs and instead you just had a straight conversation with someone. But the cryptic is pissing me off. Maybe minute cryptic is the way because there's only one instead of like 30 clues. You ever do Bracket City? Yeah, I think it's a horrible dull. No disrespect. I think it's a dull made by, it's not even like that hard, it's just opaque. I think it's horrible. You say shit like this, then you go on Costco. Why, what's the male desire for needlessly complicated games, man? You know, I'm not going to say something rude like it's in lieu of having like a real hobby. The way I look at it is games are like a way to provide a little bit of entertainment, you know? Why do you have a sense of superiority? Because your game requires a 30-minute tutorial just to type in, you know, bleat or something like that. My ideal dull? I mean, I got angle in 1 yesterday on the toilet. I'm just going to say it, man. I don't want to spoil it, but I got it in 1. It was a pretty easy 1, but at the same time, to get it in 1 is pretty good, man. But like my peak dull is like we get a picture of an animal and I go, that's an ibex. I type in ibex and it goes, you're right. You're mommy's special boy. I don't want it to be like, hey, here's a 75-minute long YouTube video about how to play. The answer to the question is Madeleine Albright, but first you got to open the fucking temple and then solve a cryptic, which opens a door, which then leads you to a riddle. And if you solve the riddle, it gives you a trivia question. And if you solve the trivia question, it gives you a picture. No shot, man. Is gambling coming back? It's actually so funny. Like I talked about this in the Discord yesterday. Gambling addiction is not funny. Like the effects of gambling addiction are not funny. But the moment-to-moment manifestation of gambling addiction is kind of hilarious. Unc got addicted to coin flipping in a room where all the tables are made of green felt. He's like, I won't feel normal unless I watch a little ball rattle around a wheel. and land on a number. Like, the games fucking suck. I'm sorry. The games of the casino fucking suck. You wouldn't catch me getting addicted to that. I know there's a complex psychological, neurological, physical, behavioral aspect that goes into it, but you will not catch me getting addicted to fucking, like, Everybody Loves Raymond slot machine. Oh, I got 5 Debras on line 37. Shut the fuck up, man. You will not see the pearly gates. What are you talking about? They really did a number on you, man. Horse racing might be chill, though. We don't need a slash marker here. Okay. 1999, I was there, man. That's, yes, no, I know, this is, it sounds a lot like Where's the Love by Black Eyed Peas, but it's like 4 years too early. No, this, I'm gonna know this in one. Is this No Diggity by Blackstreet? Fuck! This My Name Is by Slim Shady. It's My Name Is. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Getting that in 2 is actually like a double bogey. All I can say in my own defense is No Diggity has the same, but so does like every song from 1999. That shit is in like Drive by Incubus. Which one of these is Eminem? Sorry, it's fucking me up for a couple of reasons. One is, this is obviously Eminem. This is a stock photo, I think, or maybe like an aging rock star. But then, like, I'm realizing how much my father-in-law looks like fucking Carlos Santana, man. I'm pretty sure, I don't know where Carlos Santana is from. I'm going to assume, like, maybe Mexico. And my father-in-law is like a 72-year-old South Korean man. But he looks... like, he's kind of like a spitting image minus the mustache, man. Don't ask for Kate's opinion, because she's not a reliable source. She's too close to the meat of it, you know? I'm an unbiased observer, and I'm telling you that Carlos Santana looks like my father-in-law. Also, I bet my father-in-law loves Carlos Santana, because he loves Hotel California, which is not by him, but you gotta admit there's like some shared DNA there. 85. More name is what? No. Starlight. My name is Star. Don't know what you've heard about me. My name is what? Yeah. You can. It's automatic, man. It's automatic once you start tapping your foot. It's easy. Identify another song that has drums, bass, and synth. This one definitely has some fucking, like, steel drums. I don't think that should count. This is, like, orchestral. It's got to be Rock Your Body, man. Damn, he's goated. You should be a DJ? I don't really get it. I got a lot of respect for Europe as a continent. Less respect for Miami as, like, a city. But I don't really know what, like, a DJ does. Like, I know that they kind of segue one song into another one, or they'll take like parts of a song and put it into another song. And that's, you know, interesting in its own way. But like at the same time, do like middle-aged people in Germany listen to like DJ music? Like EDM, dance music, techno, stuff like that? Yeah? Yeah, they do. It's just like, it's a cultural difference that I think it's hard for me to reconcile, because like my substrate dried before I could get that influence. Stop talking about Kraftwerk, man. We're obviously not talking about Kraftwerk. I don't know, or maybe in Berlin they are going to the fucking club and they're going, meet Iggy Pop and David Bowie. Trans Europe Express. But I'm talking about the shit that they play on Peloton rides. And they're like, hey, this is like the 3rd most popular song of all time in Germany. And I'm like, damn, this is like the worst song I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm not saying the song is bad. I'm saying my North American brain can't put myself in the mindset of someone who's lived their entire life in Berlin and is like, this shit goes hard. I will say, North Americans, when Europeans aren't listening, North Americans, they look around and they say, can you believe the kind of shit that's charting over there? It is kind of crazy to us. We're like, really? Like, what you put on like Eurovision, you're like, damn. This is too rude, but maybe you feel the same way. You put on Eurovision, you're like, damn, 36 countries and not 2.5 good songs between them, huh? How did this happen, man? I mean, we're making some garbage over here, don't get me wrong. I'd be the first to tell you. They did give us ABBA. Yeah, they did give us ABBA. 1982 documentary, The Birth of a Shoe Company, concerned what fashion house that indeed started that year. Fashion house that started in 1982? What about Christian Louboutin? Reaction sandals for women and Mankind cologne for men, but Kohl's? No Slaw that we know of? Who markets these things? Kohl? Slaw? I might be stupid. Kent Echelon is... Fuck off with the anagrams, man! Kent Echelon is the anagram name we'd choose if we were what guy who's married to Andrew Cuomo's sister? Kenneth Cole. They're going to give that to me. They're going to give me Cole. That's why I'm going to get my point back on that one. Fuck off with the anagrams. You're not cryptic crossword. You're on notice, thrice. National capitals by the straight line distance between them, starting with the furthest apart. Okay. Reykjavik and Kiev are going to be pretty far apart. Ottawa and Washington, D.C. are pretty close. That's a tough one, though. And then Hanoi and Bangkok are going to be pretty close. But I think further than D.C. And then Copenhagen and Stockholm are going to be pretty close, too. I'm running it like this. That's interesting. There you go. Where do you think Copenhagen is? I don't know, 7-hour drive from Stockholm. It's crazy because if you do like a 7-hour drive from where I live, you're either like in Oregon, which is basically adjacent, or alternatively, you're like still in British Columbia. So I wouldn't really know what it's like in your diminutive ass countries. Oh, no, you're very tall. No, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. You're very tall, but like, there's a couple of different dimensions you're lacking in, to be honest with you. You don't use most of your country, bro? Yeah, it's called sustainability. We need to start being ageist to countries. Like, there are literally, like, people in France who hate on the elderly. They don't even realize their country is, like, 2,000 fucking years old. Your country's old as fuck, bro. Your country's literally the reason it takes me, like, twice as long in the deli to get a sandwich when I already know what I want. They've been coming to the deli every day for 2,000 years. Every time they order the same thing, egg salad. And they get to the front, they're like, how's your day going? I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. So my beef isn't really with France. I have a huge beef with Norway, though. It's based on whenever it's cold here, some dude with 50 grand in equity in Warhammer minifigurines tells me that it's colder in Trondheim. And I'm like, no shit, bro. That's one of the reasons I don't live there. And I know there's probably a lot of Swedes in here that are like, haha, get them. But you guys do that shit about like Uppsala and shit like that too. So just fucking chill, okay? Finland? I don't mind Finland. Like the only time I get annoyed with the Finns is when they beat us in the World Hockey Championship. And then I have to explain to them that nobody in Canada cares about it unless we win. But like, I can't be mad at them for having athletic pride in their country. Didn't Denmark just beat you? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But again, I mean, this is real and fake, but mostly real. Nobody in Canada cares about the World Hockey Championship as long as the Oilers are getting their ass beat in the playoffs. Thoughts on Tim Horton as a hockey player? Don't know him that well as a hockey player. Bad business creator and also horrendous drunk driver, apparently. Crazy +2. Yeah, I think he died in a drunk driving accident. He was the drunk driver. I'm not going to virtue signal. That's not the reason I boycott the restaurant. I boycott the restaurant because I think the coffee is bad and the food is even worse. Coffee's better than Starbucks? I'm not fucking with them either, bro. What is this, like the ultimate own in like 2009? They can fuck off too as far as I'm concerned. I'll tell you one thing's for sure. You know what I love about Starbucks? Those signs that say this parking spot reserved for people doing mobile order pickups, always open. Not legally enforceable. I'll be parking in that shit every goddamn day to get ice cream from the place across the street. Every fucking day. Sorry. I don't respect your business. And the parking is very limited. I'm sorry. No, the sign said that this... I'm sorry, that's discrimination against the illiterate. Hello. Kate, the streets are saying I am virtue signaling and that I don't park in the Starbucks customer parking spot in order to get ice cream. Can you tell them that that's verifiably false? Can you tell them the only signs I respect that are no parking are the city signs?
It's true.
I got to be the last motherfucker paying for parking, but I do it because it pays for city services.
I remember one time, long time ago, Ryan said, I don't know if I was able to park there, but I parked there. And I said, why do you say that? And he said, I don't know, there was some kind of sign there, but I don't think it's for me. And I said, okay, let me go take a look. And then I went to take a look. It was a clearly no stop sign. Like, don't park here sign. And I said, Ryan, you see that sign? Yeah, that sign means no parking.
In my defense,
said, it's different in Ontario.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. They do things differently. They need to, if you move from Ontario to British Columbia, there needs to be like a course. It's like an hour long because there's not many differences. One of the differences is that the no parking signs have a little bit more verbosity to them here. The other one, and this one is like actually serious and probably people have been in accidents over it. In British Columbia, flashing green light means the light could change to yellow at any moment as soon as a pedestrian presses the button to change the light. In Ontario, and this is a very destructive difference in information, in Ontario, flashing green means you can turn left without worrying about somebody T-boning you because it means that the other end doesn't have a green light. They have a red light. So when I first started driving in BC, I was like, oh, flashing green. I'm good to turn left, but why the hell is everybody going straight? And then it turns out that's like a pedestrian-controlled light.
Do you think Dan likes Dan the Dan?
Because his name is Dan.
Yeah.
I think Dan likes Dan the Dan. I wouldn't know about all that.
Dan the Dan, Dan the Dan.
He does talk about Death Note. That's the name of it. He talks about Death Note. He talks about, I think he watched the whole series. He talks about Death Note once a month.
There's no way he watched the whole series.
I think he did. I'm beefing with him though, because he watched half an hour of adaptation and turned it off and said, what am I even watching? It's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, but you watched halfway of Psychopaths and you said, what am I watching?
Yeah, well, listen, you don't want to get in a conversation where comparing Charlie Kaufman's best movie to Psychopaths. You don't want to have that conversation. That's an apples and oranges thing. They can both live. Here's one thing I will say. I've watched more of Psychopaths than I've seen of adaptation. So you don't want the smoke on that. Because, it's a classic anime thing. It doesn't really, once you make it through the first 8 episodes, it really takes off. Adaptation, I'm going to guess 2 hours, 6 minutes long.
That's longer than 6 episodes of anime.
No shot. No shot.
Yes, shot.
115 minutes? Damn, they used to respect our time in the Cineplex, man.
You don't watch the opening every time. You don't watch the credits every time.
I watch the opening every time. I'll tell you. So I've seen 45 episodes of The Sopranos. I watch the intro every single time because if they didn't want me to watch it every single time, they wouldn't have put it in there every single time. So I've seen 1.6 episodes of The Sopranos worth of just woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
I'm an old maid, you're the chosen one. I got no ZD, mom. I got no ZD.
He's right. He's right.
You know how I told you the director of Squid Game lost teeth due to stress?
Yeah.
And then one of the comments said, Squid Game is good, but it's no Soprano.
Hey! So what? No freaking bibimbap? And AJ Soprano, if he was in... No, I wasn't AJ. Sorry, that was somebody else. No, wait, that was AJ. I was thinking of Chris's friend who sees Martin Scorsese and says, Marty, Kundun, I liked it.
Can we put some respect on Robert Eiler's name, please?
Robert Eiler. That's AJ's actor?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. He's doing some good work, man. He's the Pillsbury Doughboy right now.
What do you mean?
He's
Oh, and the Sopranos.
yes. I'm not fat shaming him.
Oh, okay.
He's dating the heir to the Pillsbury throne, man, in the show.
Okay. He's got a podcast right now with Jamie Lynn Sigler called Not Today, Pal. And they have like former Sopranos guests come. They got some good guests. It's good stuff, man.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah. So it's like they're Meadow and AJ, but in real life, they're just themselves.
I believe that. I think that's usually how like acting works.
Do you think your daughter will play the new Shovel Knight game or want to?
No, I'd be very
No.
surprised.
Heck no.
Okay.
She doesn't even want to play Mario Kart, honestly.
She appreciates a meritocracy, not a game where when you get 15th place, they give you a blue shell and lightning rod just so you
Dude.
feel good about yourself.
You're telling me.
I just realized they did that. I didn't know the place you're in dictates the items you get. Why even play the game? No, it's like the best driver should win.
That's
Not
what I'm
everyone gets a
saying, man.
15th
That's what
place
I'm
ribbon.
saying.
Like, did Kate get a 15th place ribbon when she was first chair in the oboe? No, she had to grind for that chair, man. She had to practice day and night to get first chair.
No participation
oboe.
trophies. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I don't respect it because I feel like we shouldn't be teaching the nation's youth that the optimum strategy is to be in second place and then screw over the person in first right before the finish line. I feel like that's a deleterious attitude. I didn't hear anybody say thank you for using the AoE effect on the silver pickled fowl foot so that our item discovery is increased as a group, by the way, but that's all right.
Yo,
I'll keep
I
doing
was
it.
just going to say that. I was literally just going to say that. Kate, what activities did you do in like your formative years? Like, I know you're in band. Did you do any like other stuff?
Oh my god, I lived the most intense Asian child lifehood.
What does that mean for someone who's not
I
Asian?
started violin. No, I started piano when I was 3. I started violin when I was 5. I went to like the music contests when I was like 7, winning like trophies and stuff. You know, all that good Asian stuff.
Well, as someone who's not Asian, I don't know. Like, so like you're like, is it like a fun thing where everyone just like jams like a jazz party, or is it
Definitely
like
not a fun thing.
It's
not
like life
fun.
or death.
So
You
did
gotta
you
make
like
your parents proud.
did you win or did you sometimes win?
I
Did
got
you?
like 3rd place and stuff.
Okay. Was that acceptable in your family, or did it not
Well, I was
go over
7.
well?
I hope so.
Okay.
They were like
So that-
12-year-old kids.
Wait, you were beating up on 12-year-olds?
Yeah.
All right, Kate. That's my Kate. You showed them how to go from D minor to C sharp with one flick of the oboe. Okay, so when did you stop doing those competitions?
I guess I graduated from university. That's when I stopped.
Okay.
It's crazy because my impression of your mom is that she basically like just lunches. But she was really on you as a youth to be highly
She
productive.
really just did launch. She just like, you should really just like go do competition, and I said okay.
When you say she just lunches, what does that mean?
She did not put her feet into raising me.
Oh, I see. Like she would just go out to lunch a lot.
Yeah.
Kate, what did you feel like was the most fun thing you got to do as a kid?
Playing video game.
That's facts.
Were you allowed to do that, or did you have to like get a first place trophy?
If I play video game, my mom said that's a disease. Your brain is rotting. You can practice at this time. You're losing the marathon. Everyone is practicing. You're not practicing. You're losing the marathon. And she was, you know, all that good stuff.
But in reality, that was what you enjoyed in like your escape from the competition grind.
Back in the
That's
day,
light.
not so much anymore.
And then, like, my mom, she wouldn't understand me all that well. And then, instead of her saying, like, sorry for all that, she would say, use that sadness, use that anger, and then create music. It was intense.
We get some life in chat.
She's like, you don't need friend, your only friend is your violin, because I play violin then.
You know what,
Daniel.
Kate? Yes, I'm stuck. I
heck
can't.
is-
I literally can't move. I think I'm stuck in life after.
Oh,
I don't know what. I honestly don't know what happened there. But I will say that, you know, not to cross boundaries, but like seeing you in person be a mom, I'm like, that's pretty awesome because it was like
No.
it's very look. You're an amazing mom from the time we got to see you do that. So I'm glad that life is life.
I would not do that to my daughter.
Yeah.
Plus, she just like pecks it anyway when we try to get her to do anything. So,
Kate, do you still play your instruments ever, or is it like locked away in the
No.
closet? It's gone.
No. I don't. Well, it's not gone. I named my instrument, so they're my babies. But
What do you mean you made them?
I named them.
Oh, named them. Okay. What's your favorite one called?
Ria. And then my English horn is called Rui. So it was like Rui and Ria.
What's the difference between them? Like, if could you get like past like a blind taste testing with them? Like, which
One
one?
is oboe and the other one is English horn. So.
Okay. But you play multiple instruments?
Well, it's like a oboe family. So if you play oboe, you basically play English horn. It's like there, you know how there are like different types of clarinet, like B flat and A clarinet. It's basically like that.
I thought all clarinets were clarinets.
No.
Oh. Wait, so they
It's like
tune the
you
clarinet?
know how flute players can play piccolo.
They can?
Yeah, because it's
Ryan, did you
buddy,
know that?
you got a lot to learn. Well, there's like you know how like in D&D you can be like a halfling thief?
Yes.
That's like the orchestra. So like the oboist plays the cor anglais sometimes, the flute plays the piccolo. There's like skills that are transferable from one to the other.
Ryan, do you play any instruments? Like, do you guys have jam sessions at your house?
I played the clarinet for music class in high school, but I never joined the band or anything.
Do you still know how to play? Do you ever play Kate's?
Nah, man, nah. It's been
Why not?
like literally like 21 years. I didn't even play
Kate,
all through high school. I played for 2 years, and then I was like, no disrespect. I was like, time to take some real classes.
After 21 years, do you lose it? Like, he could probably crank out some Mary Had a Little Lamb, right?
I didn't
I think
lose
I've
my
lost it.
violin skill.
Yeah, but imagine one day after you guys are having family dinner, you guys don't say anything. Kate gets her oboe, you get your clarinet, and you guys just start playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Can you imagine the pog face from your daughter? She's gonna be like, yo.
I think I'll be annoyed by Ryan's terrible pitch.
Yeah, probably true. Although the clarinet, you know, your embouchure doesn't control the pitch that much, thankfully, but
It does a lot.
I don't think so. I don't. As someone who won the Grade 10 Music Award, I don't think so.
What?
Yeah,
You were first chair? You were first chair?
I was first clarinet. Yeah.
My man.
Oh my god.
Let me ask this, because I'm looking for tips, because last night I went to put my daughter to bed, and she goes, get out of here, I don't like you, because I wouldn't let her have a donut before bed. What's the solution to that puzzle?
You know the solution
Suck it
to that
up.
puzzle. You tank it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I'm like, but we can't have this. We can't have this happening every night.
Dude, I was at the playground 2 nights ago with my daughter, and there was a kid that was probably like 2.5, and I was laughing so hard at how the dad was trying to manage her behavior. Like the kid was pouting, and he was like, no, we talked about this. You don't get to do that. That's not fair. And I was like, let me know how that works out for you, man. Like your kid is gonna understand this like passive aggressive guilt tripping of like, that's not how adults communicate, okay, honey?
So last night my daughter goes, hey, get out of my room. I don't like you. Don't put me to bed, because I wouldn't give her a donut. So I'm like, okay, I tanked it. And then this morning when she woke up, I had a pink sprinkled donut waiting for her. Do you think that's reinforcing the behavior?
I don't think that's bad. I think that's fine.
I'm trying to earn those points back.
Yeah.
I did, Ryan. I saw a clip of you talking about how you and Kate went to a farm or something and saw a horse. I know we don't need to get into particulars,
Yeah.
but like, was it a horse farm, or like what was going on
There
with the horse?
were horses on the farm because they do like farm stuff, but they also do like, you know, birthday parties.
Okay. What was going on that caused the horse to...
Brother, it's just
Have
the animal
increased blood.
kingdom, you know?
Dude, I think it's just animals, man.
Yeah.
I know, but there still has to be a stimuli, right?
No.
Right? It came from within the house.
What's your explanation for the morning?
Well,
She's got you there.
But it is one of the 8 characteristics of life, reacts to stimuli. So there had to be something going on, you know?
Nah, man.
Well, I don't know what's
maybe
going on
I
in a
look
horse's
nice.
imagination.
Did you did you point it out to anyone besides Kate at the party or no?
She pointed it out to me, brother. Leave me out of this.
I could not look.
Kate, did you bring it up subtly or did you like go, yo?
Oh yeah, I poked them and I said, yo, look at that. And then Ryan said, holy.
No, I was like, ain't that impressive.
And it started growing and growing and growing.
All right,
And then when it was like 80% of its maximum capacity, it like did a little flap to like, you know, tickle his own belly. I was like, damn.
It did hit the flick.
Chad, for those people on my side of Chad, they're talking about the horse's tongue, by the way.
Yeah.
So I have a very topical recent story about Dairy Queen, but it's about a 60-second burn. So let me know
please.
when okay. So it was the end of the year. My kids had their end of the year, whatever, concert recital. After, hey, let's all go to Dairy Queen. So we go to Dairy Queen with probably a handful of families. We go there, and the kids get hopped up on ice cream. Then they want to go play outside. So we're outside. There's a fenced-in like seated area, and then there's a road, and then green grass. And we're like, okay, just play in the fenced-in area. That's fine. They're like, no. We want to play in the green grass. We're like, well, it's close to a road, so no. And I go, okay, you guys can go play in there if you answer the riddle right. Okay. So I hit him with inside of a greenhouse is a white house, inside of a white house is a red house, inside of a red house are a bunch of little babies, and they didn't get it right. One kid, actually probably the smartest kid, said a human. I say no, and they go, okay, fine, give us one more riddle, but if we get it right, we get to have a sleepover.
Oh, wow, they're raising the stakes.
Yeah, and this is on like a weekday, and I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, I reach into the old basket of tricks. Okay, then this, Chad, you can see if you can get this right for a sleepover. When I am tall, I am young. When I am old, I am short. Okay?
Handle.
Right. So I tell them, yep, we can have a sleepover. Everyone can go. Okay, but the caveat was there's like 8 kids. I'm like, you have to give me one answer. You guys confer and tell me. Like, so we're gonna take one answer alone. One kid yelled out a table.
Oh no.
And I go, nope, wrong, sorry. And I go, you know what time it is? It's not sleepover time, it's bedtime. And I start yelling, bedtime. And all the other parents start chanting bedtime.
Here.
Bro, 4 out of 8 kids start bawling. And I was like, oh no. So it went from like a celebration of ice cream end of school year to kids bawling being taken out of their parents at Dairy Queen.
That's really funny though.
I mean, I felt bad, but come on, bro. Kate, the answer was candle. You're right. What's your guys' Dairy Queen order?
I don't eat Dairy Queen.
Might be like an Oreo Blizzard guy, but maybe when my daughter's like 7, I'll be more comfortable going there more often. But like at 4.5, it actually feels like feeding them like alcohol or like a cigarette or something like that. Like it's so unbelievably bad for you. I'll eat it, but I'm like a grown man, right? Like I can make my own decisions.
Oh, I'm down. Where are you guys?
I'm fighting another boss up there. I'll get you quick. No sweat.
I'm close to Kate. I can get her.
I'm gonna die in 2 seconds.
Never mind. She's 3 layers deep.
Well, I jumped off the saber after.
Why are you guys there and not together?
I came to that. You said you're fighting the boss. I came up here. I thought we were farming giants. Giants are like, one person takes a giant. No sweat.
No, the sewer. This castle starts in the sewer.
I mean, I got to the top, but I'm a different kind of beast, I guess. Where are you at right now?
Alright, well, I guess I'll fight again with the level 1 and die again.
I don't know. I don't know how to get there.
I'm in the sewer!
Kate, did you watch The Simpsons?
No, anything but Sims. I watch Pokemon. I watch Digimon.
It did blow my mind when you played the Korean Digimon theme song, and ours is just like nothing. Digimon, digital monsters, and then yours has like that. I don't even know. It's got like that '90s optimism in it. Like it's an inspiring melody. Ours is just like
Yeah.
it sounds like the music you play inside of like a factory where they make bolts or something like that.
Did you watch Digimon knowing it was like a low quality Pokemon and you were just okay with it?
Digimon is not low quality Pokemon. You apologize.
Technically, Digimon was first.
No,
I
I'm
don't know about
serious.
that. But Digimon was not low quality Pokemon.
Okay, but did you know it was like if like Pokemon is like first class, business class, you knew like Digimon was like Southwest or Spirit Airlines?
You do not. Have you watched Digimon? It sounds like you have not watched Digimon.
I haven't because I look at it, I'm like, oh, this is like Timu Charizard. So why would I watch it?
I'll go halfway between you guys on this one. I don't think it's as
Okay.
good as Pokemon. Pokemon, you know,
No,
outcompeted it
you
for a
guys
reason.
you guys never even watched it.
I watched
How
season
can you
one.
say such a
I watched
thing?
all of season one. I know. Like they all start as little dinosaurs, and then they're like, "Oh, what are they going to evolve into?"
what
And
do
it's
you
like,
mean all
"Oh, a
dinosaurs?
taller dinosaur."
What is the Pokeball of Digimon? What do they get stored in?
Digivice.
Digivice? What is it?
Yeah.
Like a Digivice.
What is it?
What?
Like a digital screen, like a Game Boy?
Oh, what is Pokemon stored in? And a ball? In this like a huge dragon stays in a tiny ass ball?
I'm just saying, like, there was nothing unique about it, right? They just like altered everything a
It's
little
fucking unique.
bit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Digimon and Pokemon, they're one letter difference.
But Digimon was first.
You've never even seen Digimon, and you're talking bad thing about Digimon.
I'll give them credit. I can see the logo of Digimon in my head, and it looks like default retro Microsoft Word 2001 font.
It is not. How are you giving them a credit? That is not a credit.
With the
That's an
Chrome
insult.
variant. Okay, so let me ask this, Kate. What is the most popular Digimon?
Agumon?
Mechalodramon.
Adakmon?
Wait, what? Say it one more time.
Angelmon?
Okay, and all those that you just named, how many of those look like Charizard? At least 2.
No, one.
Okay.
And
Checkmate.
it does not look like Charizard.
What instead of Ash, what's the lead character's name?
There is no lead character.
It's
There
an
are
ensemble.
chosen children.
It's like a Robert Altman movie.
Okay, what are some of their names? Instead of Ash, it's Cinder.
No, it's not.
Let me guess, it's 3 letters. Let me guess, the lead character has 3 letters in the name.
Dude, I only know them in.
You have 3 letters in your
Korean.
name, bro.
Yeah, but what about Brock?
No! Dude, Pokemon was like a baby anime, alright? Digimon.
What do you mean, baby anime? Have you
It was
seen
a
the
baby anime.
cruise
It was
ship
like, Oh, I
episode?
wanna go and meet Pokemon. Pikachu. Oh, but Pikachu doesn't listen to it. Doesn't go into my ball. Pikachu. Oh, that was like literally season 1.
Wait, Kate.
Season
Have
1
you?
of Digimon was like, oh no, where are we? Oh, we're in this weird world. And then like shit goes intense, and then these like freaking bad guys want to kill the kids. And then the kind Digimons were like, no, we have to protect the kids. And then you don't even know. There were so many times I cried.
You're coming at an adult who just watched Pokemon for the first time because of my kids. I had to turn off the cruise episode because every time Brock saw a girl, there's like.
Can we focus for 2 seconds? Because this is a disaster already. Like now I'm
worry.
death blighted as well.
Well, I gotta answer to my kid. Why is Brock always acting weird around the nurse? I mean, I don't. It's a kid show, man. All right, sorry.
Can't you just explain that like he thinks the nurse is pretty or whatever?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain all the other noises.
It really is to show that Digimon is superior. At least Digimon Adventure.
What?
Let's kill the boss instead of raising Daniel. The boss is almost dead.
Because of my Digimon take? You're
I'm
gonna turn your
to
back?
the death blight, but just get him.
Kate,
You got him
just
soloed.
kill him. Just kill him, Kate. If you kill him without dying, Digimon is good.
Easy. Easiest shit I've ever done in my life.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to stand in the death blight to hit him. I gotta be right under his ass to do anything.
skill difference.
I got a bone to pick with Pokemon. There's someone in the community who's like, hey, I'm going away for a while. I'm going to New Orleans to compete in the international Pokemon championships. I go, what's the prize pool? $15,000 to win. Now, $15,000 is a lot of money, but you're telling me Pokemon is the most they can pony up for their card game is $15,000 for the championship? They make $15,000 printing one reverse foil Misty waifu card. What is wrong with it? Like, what? You know what, Kate? Maybe Pokemon is down bad.
Well, would you raise the prize pool and people keep buying the cards?
I mean, I just think if you're competing in Pokemon national, international championships, it would cover your flight. Oh, nice win.
You know how last time when we played the game together, you're like, don't you wear your wedding ring, Kate? How come people would try to pick you up? Dude, you would not believe what happened when I went to play Magic the Gathering with my friend in the local game store.
Tell me about it.
Can I say I love hearing these stories every week?
I didn't bring it up.
But should I not tell the story?
I think it's fine.
Yeah. So this guy, he, like, we're just, like, my friend and I were just playing because we're doing draft. And then he just, like, came out of nowhere, sat in front of me, and I said, and he said hello, and I said hello. And he's like, oh, like, you guys, like, always been here, like, playing Magic? I'm like, hey. And then, long story short, he's like, do you want to see something crazy? And I said,
oh no.
I thought he was going to show me Magic cards. I thought he was going to be like, Jace, right? I would be like, oh, yeah, sure. But then he opened his coat pocket. Like he opened his coat, right? Like his leather jacket.
I don't like this story.
And then he, like, reached out into the coat pocket. And then he gets, like, a stack of cash. Like, illegal amount of stack of cash. And then he's like, you like what you're seeing? And I said, not really.
Learn how to talk to a girl.
And then he's like, you know how I got this money? And then I was even more not interested in it because it gotta be like drugs or something. So I was like, no. And then he's like, I'm underground fighter. And I'm like, what is underground fighter? And then he said, oh, I just like go to the woods. And then there's just like a house that like we do like illegal betting. And then like I fight. And then I won last night's fight, so I got all the bet. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's sick.
And I was just trying to play the game. And he's like, you know this wood? And then like he named the wood. And I said, no. And he's like, you wanna, like, it's a really cool place. You wanna like go there together next time? And I said, no. And then he's like, but I'll give you more money than like right here. And I said, I'm not really interested. And
this happened at Friday Night Magic?
No, this is like a Tuesday mid-afternoon Magic.
Morning. Yeah.
So even crazier.
But then, like, I was in the draft group because it was like, it wasn't just like me and my friend drafting. It was like the local game store drafting thing. And then he like found me from there and then added me as a friend on Facebook. And I was like, what the heck? And
wait, how did he find you on Facebook?
Because I was in the draft group of the local game
that's
store.
creepy.
Yeah. And then he messaged me and I ignored him. The way
can I ask you one question? How tall was he, Kate?
Good question.
I don't know, he was sitting down. But he wasn't tall, because
let's be honest. We knew that answer was coming up.
He was like the fighter, you know, like the fighting person's body, like, you know, like
ripped?
Yeah, but like not tall.
Oh, okay, I got you. So like Gimli, son of Gloin.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, huge.
What'd you guys get?
We're just fighting right now. Good
okay,
EXP though.
okay.
We have over 100,000. Oh, the dude is flanking! Oh,
oh man, that's pretty good.
All right, what boss is this? Is this a new boss?
Yeah, we've never seen him
new
before.
Boss.
Okay.
Apparently, he is the most annoying one, aka difficult one.
Someone in chat said it's the Dan of bosses. That's not very nice.
Yikes.
Polgor? Oh, he's... the heck? This dude is just zipping. You gave your kid a blizzard at a birthday party. What is he doing?
Oh God!
Whoever designed this boss definitely got dumped during the design phase of it. Here we go. I'll show her for making fun of my Lego collection. There we go. What is that? What is that, man?
Whoa!
I got warmies if anyone needs them. Right where I am right now.
No,
I know you're.
I'm down. Oh. Not good. That's BS.
That was like across the map.
Bro was down bad when he designed this boss. I'll show her.
You got anyone heal, Brian?
No. I would have used them.
Dude, I was restrained, and then dude flew from the other side.
I'm gonna say it. That guy doesn't seem like that big of a problem to me.
And then we're going into the cave to kill the giant.
Double Fine
Good
Games
calls.
choosing where to deploy their money in 2011. Remember that one? The cave?
The cave, yeah.
Dude, you would love this story, Dan. First PAX we ever went to was with MALF in 2012. The only thing that he wanted to do at PAX was play the cave and meet Tim Schafer from Double Fine. So we got to play the cave, which was sick. Then the whole weekend he was like, I really want to meet Tim Schafer. I really want to see Tim Schafer. The last night, like I guess the second to last night, we got insanely drunk, and he was so hungover in the morning. We went to the show floor, and dude was just like posted up against the wall, like, oh, I can't do anything. And literally, we were walking around. Literally, like 2 steps away was Tim Schafer just chilling. But the dude, he didn't have the right demeanor to go up to him in that moment.
No.
Tragic.
Why did he want to meet Tim Schafer?
I think the Monkey Island games like meant something to him as a kid.
Oh.
Let's get out of there.
Rains gather, pretending the tide of night, y'all. Rains gather, y'all. Tide of night.
Alright, let's go. Oh,
Good night.
good night.
It hits every time. They could never make me hate her.
And just no one like thought to say, hey, this is probably not a good idea to do this. Like everyone in her circle, no one was just like, hey, just don't do this. There wasn't one person.
Well, think about
on
my way. Think about Hawk Tuah, as I like to call her, and then think about the people that she probably hangs out with.
I know, but there's just got to be one person. One person like, hey.
I'm surprised Pookie should have said something about that, because he's got to be like, he's got to be the cooler head in that situation.
It's over, it's a highly technical thing, and then to be like, understand that, and then also understand the people running it. You're like, hey, maybe we just sit this one out,
All right, Ryan.
She could have been like the next Barbara Walters, man.
100%. Still could, but it's an uphill battle now. She's got some headwinds. Feeling tired, y'all. The night. Repeating stuff goes crazy. Especially like when it's a reference to something else. Oh, I see a beetle.
If all the Beatles were alive, which one do you think would be most likely to stream on Twitch?
A lot of people say Ringo. I feel like maybe it would be Paul. I just feel like he likes to mix it up with the community. He just shows up places.
Chat showed me the other day about Ringo's art, man. Have you ever seen Ringo's art?
I saw it on your stream, yeah.
I never knew he did that, man. Like, where was his advisors on that?
He's got a hidden talent. Let's keep it hidden.
Why is everyone typing Yar Baby? What is that? What's Yar Baby?
That I have no idea. Oh no, your baby is his art website, right?
Called Your Baby?
Yeah. You said it like a pirate, Austin Powers.
Yeah, yar.
Yar, baby, very yar. Shall we swab now or swab later, baby? Yeah. You know, he's always saying stuff like that.
There's a guy, red guy.
If you had the power glove or robbed the robot as a kid, you're spoiled, and you're spoiled to this day.
I don't think
Do you know any?
true.
No, 100%. Did you know it? I never knew anyone that had either of those.
But that's I can't comment because the NES, even though we're very close in age, the NES was just like when I was 0 to 4. So I didn't know anybody with an NES except for like my great aunt. But I did know a kid with a Super Scope, like the bazooka for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Not spoiled. Not spoiled.
One time in grade school, a kid brought a Virtual Boy to school, and I got to play it. I'm like, I didn't know what it was, but I'm like, this is trash.
Holy.
Like, I was like, I always wanted one, and then I tried it. I'm like, man, I'm glad I don't have one.
My parents were gonna get me a Virtual Boy. The dude at the game store did them a solid and was like, "Don't buy this; it'll melt his eyes." Said like he didn't say it like that, but it was like there's been reports that it like, you know, causes vision problems in kids. So maybe hold off a bit.
Let's
And they
get
were like,
outta
"Oh,
here.
okay."
And then they bought you one, which is why you wear glasses today.
No, I think that's just messed up genes, unfortunately.
What's your prescription? -2, -2?
That's pretty good. That's pretty clever.
Well, how do I get out of here? It's a new mine.
Yo, that's the first time I've ever got a wave of +2s like that. And you want to know the thing? I wasn't even trying to make a joke. It was just, that's how it just came out, man. I could have been easily +3, +3. Wait, I have 2 flambers. Does that mean I am flamboyant?
Gotta
I'll
go
take
fast. Gotta go
+2s in chat.
fast.
It's no time for jokes.
Sorry. Thanks for the +2s, chat. I think Georgia O'Keeffe designed that door.
100%. 100%. Looks like Gaping Dragon.
Go on. Good luck, good luck.
Good luck, good luck.
Little pickled turtleneck will get you right. Little pot.
Yo, chill, man. I'm down. He hates me.
What the frig is that move? Bro! What is that? He's zooming! Just look after
Holy
you.
cow.
Oh! What the frig?
Uh-oh. Is Calamari posting? Dude, he's stuck both of his fingers in a light socket. Look at him, man. Keep booming him with that electricity. Nice, stun.
Huge. I got
Stun
him.
him.
I got him.
Hold.
He's been hold.
Nice.
Nice,
Oh, whatever
dog.
that was good. He's Calamari. Oh, nice. Light socket.
Huge.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Down. I'm alive. Sippy. Okay, we're alive, baby. Could have been disastrous. He's Calamari posting. He's on Kate. You.
Don't worry, Daniel. Ultimate arrow!
Huge.
Good save. He's one tapped. He's one tapped.
Let's
We own him.
go!
We own him.
Nice.
We actually own him.
Nice work. Ooh, trophy.
That guy was not that bad. Let's go.
Easy, man. Easy.
Daniel, I don't want to pick any numbers, but 46, really? 6 flasks? You didn't pick up 1 flask?
I didn't need it. I didn't need it. Look at my rescued allies, though. 4.
4
Nicely.
rescued allies. I think that's just shared. It's not just you.
No. I think that was just me. Oh, GG's, guys. I'm glad we got a win.
GG's, man.
Who do we got next time?
Let's see. After that guy, it's a dragon and then the final boss.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys seen?
Pretty easy.
Let's give it a try, man. Let's give it a try. You know what I miss? This dude doesn't say, "Welcome to Mario Kart." He doesn't say that stuff when you join the game anymore. Sorry, by the way, I don't play the penguin on the cute scoot. That's my daughter's build. She plays penguin on the scooter. And she's got some dubs. 50cc items get used immediately. Auto throttle, auto steer. But yeah, she's got a couple of dubs. She was very excited. She ran down to tell me. She was like, "Daddy, I got a crown." She was very excited about it. Let's try some knockout tour. Who have I been playing as? I've been playing as Donkey Kong all-terrain lately. I don't really know what to rock with, man. I hate what they've done to Donkey Kong's personality. I don't know about all that, Unc. I'm 36. I'm just out here chilling. I'm gonna focus, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna fixate. I'm gonna go non-verbal. I don't really like this green guy in front of me. James, no disrespect to you. I'm not really messing with your character. First off, you gotta pay the iron price. You're paying the iron price. I think I'm paying the iron price, so I got a bridge to sell you. It's important. Hey, oh, it's got green shell behind. Green shell behind. A little disrespectful. Whatever. We get 2. Green mushrooms. Use the mushrooms. Go off the edge. Okay, good start. Good start, Donkey Kong. Sorry, brother. You know what? We got to be 16th or better. I was actually just about to say we should save. No, man. No. Hold. There's no shot. Okay, we've been killed. Oh my god, man. I'm gonna say this every time. I feel like they should remove all items from Mario Kart. I actually think that's not true. They should keep green shells, for sure. They should keep bananas. That might be it. Blue I mean, I wasn't even in first on that. I think we can all agree the blue shell is an abomination that shouldn't exist in this game. Mushrooms make shortcuts work? Yeah, deadass don't care. There's no shortcuts in life. There's no shortcuts in games either. You're a fool if you think otherwise. There's plenty of shortcuts in life? Nah. Reddit user spotted, Megresta, I'm afraid. Reddit user spotted. What about being born rich? It's probably a skill difference, to be honest with you. I would save this mushroom. 3rd place with a good item set, like that's a great place to be. There's no reason to get crazy with it. Even with the 2-piece coming out. Okay, so now we use that to recover. Henrik, you pay the iron price because I'm going to assume that you're the one who hit me because you passed. 17th? The hell happened, man? 19th? Do the tracks get any tighter, or are they all just straight lines the whole way? It's the widest track man has ever invented. Can we get some racing skill involved? That's right, you stay out of my way. Alright, to be honest, that couldn't have gone any better. McLovin, what the fuck, man? Get to safety. Targeted at the item box. Okay, bomb behind me. Sorry, had to be done. Honestly, because you fuckers won't leave me alone in 2nd, I can't leave you alone in 5th. 4th, we hold. Nothing will tilt you like being like close to the top of the pack and seeing a bullet behind you. Like, how does that make any sense at all? 1 mushroom, kind of a slap in the face. Maybe I could steal yours. Maybe you could steal my... Okay, you didn't want the smoke? You want to steal my mushroom? I don't think so, bud. Get out of town. Oh, that's just shameful. That, whoa, football! 10th, we got to be in 8th. Oh, this is tough, man. This is... Go! No! 9th. 9th? Okay, my wife plays cow. She might still be in there. You literally ran over her? She's out because you flattened her. Sorry, I was firing on all cylinders, man. It was pure dopamine. I mean, if you don't get mad when you play Mario Kart, you're not doing it right, to be honest. Yeah, when I saw you play, I thought, how can you talk shit to anyone about this game? It's Mario Kart, Unk. It's not that serious. Unless you're like 21, in which case this is like all you got, and I'll give you that. That's not your fault. That's society's fault. Horrendous. No. Good line. Guys, I don't think I'm making it out of this one. I'm feeling reasonably confident we're gonna lose immediately. Yep. Being flattened by a giant mushroom in 22nd place is pretty devastating, man. What did we learn? How can we improve? We don't apply that philosophy to Mario Kart. We apply that philosophy to like life. We don't apply it to Mario Kart. It's a different. You got your priorities all messed up. Mario Kart is life. I feel like the better you get at Mario Kart, your results might improve slightly, but really the only change you're going to manifest is getting madder when you don't get the win you feel you deserve. How you do something is how you do everything. I think you listen to too many podcasts, to be honest with you. That's not true. I poop different than I walk. I stream different than I drive. Like they all require a different skill set. I think that's podcast brain rot. Crazy. And then the bullet, no less, after everything we've been through. Right, 2-piece. My quarrel's not with you, brother. There's no reason for us to fight. Y'all, now I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just a moment of ignorance for me. I thought that was a shortcut. Turns out that's off track. Item pool is based on distance to first. I don't expect you guys to resonate with this because you're all young pups. I think like society is now burdened with the curse of knowledge. We played a lot of Mario Kart 64 in college. Nobody knew shit about the game. We just knew like who you play as and then like what the tracks were. Essentially, one dude knew the Wario Stadium shortcut and never told us. And it was a dream come true. We didn't know, we knew one shortcut maybe. If you were on game FAQs back in the day. Otherwise, it was just like if it wasn't in the manual, like we didn't know. I think it was better, man, too. I feel like you've lost the light of competition, driving your soul to burn bright. Why are people always competitive in like video games, but they're not competitive in like stuff that actually matters in life, like driving fast? They're always saying shit like, hey, slow down, check your blind spot. And they should be saying, hey, speed up, I'm gonna beat you to the store. You know what? You had it too good or too fucking long. All the shit. They're gonna be like, why did you send it backwards? Because you're sending shit forwards, bitch! If you send some of your shit backwards, I'll send some of my shit forwards, okay? But as long as you're shooting shit forward at me, I'm shooting shit backwards at you. Don't throw that. Don't throw that. That's disrespectful. We're all qualifying. There's no need to get involved with that kind of malarkey right now. Everybody's qualifying. Why? There's no need for it. Actually, never mind. I really appreciate that. Now you can pay the price. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Don't drop that shit. We're chill. We're literally chill. We had a good thing going. By the way, you gotta pay. Yep, I drove right into it because I was driving with my camera backwards, and then I was like, which way do I have to turn? And I turned the other way. At least hook me up with the coins, man. At least hook me up with the coins. I want the doubler. Disrespectful. Very disrespectful. You know what? I'm in third. I'm no longer disrespected. Okay, now that's very disrespectful to me. There we go. We're in the top 4. Welcome to Mario Kart, man. Welcome to Mario Kart. That's the guy you bombed? Well, I bombed him because he fucking bananaed me, man. Hurt people, hurt people. An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. Yeah, but not taking the dude's eye who took my eye first leaves him with one more eye than me, which is highly not acceptable. I'm not really concerned about everybody. I'm concerned about the fact that you took my fucking eye and now you're like trying to act noble about it. That's not noble, that's cowardly. Give me your fucking eye, dude. You took mine. Stop hitting me with shit! Fuck, that was my own fucking fault, fuck! Okay, now you all gotta die. I love that sound, man. I'm assuming that's the sound of some little kids crashing out. That's what it's all about. Okay, Red Shell in 16th. I don't know who you are, but fuck you. Don't crush me. How does a star get up to the top of the pack, man? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what's my Wii just gonna explode now? Wait, hold. This is doable. He's still ahead of me. I hit him with the love below. Crazy. Hold? There's no holding. You're in fifth, man. You're in fifth or sixth. There's no holding. Ah! Somebody explain to me how you can get hit with a speaker and just continue driving at full speed. By the way, explain it to me, I mean don't explain it to me. Because you're going to say some shit like, if your speed is over... What I want you to say is, yeah, that's fucked up. Could be spamming tricks. That's okay. Tricks are for kids. Why? I'm in third place. Why? Why? It's a scam, man! Hold. Mushroom's not doing shit for us. Get up there. Fuck! That wasn't a straight line. Oh! Buster Rud! I'm remembering the name. Buster Rud Koopa Troopa. Buster Rud Koopa Troopa. The 5th place green shell blind backwards is criminal. Obviously, you've rage quit the game and you're not going to make it in the increasingly difficult world in which we live in, but I'm not going to let that infect me, okay? Remember the name, Buster. We ain't making it. We ain't making it, but he ain't making it either. Eat me. Green shell backwards, disrespectful motherfucker, learn how to drive. Are there other game modes, or is it all racing? There's battle. Battle's worse than racing, though. That's Mario Kart facts. There's survival RPG game mode. The thing that, like, and I'm glad people are finally, like, not sending me death threats for saying it. I'm not maybe this makes me a traditionalist. I'm not a huge fan of, like, when you're doing the GPs and then, like, instead of getting 3 laps of a course where you can actually, like, learn the course a little bit while you play, you get 1 lap of just driving on a 32-lane freeway and then, like, 1.5 laps of driving on the course, and then it just ends and you're like, wait, that was the last lap? Online racing is 3 laps if you vote random. You know, like, you gotta just, at some point, I'm just giving you the secret to passing the vibe check. You just gotta post, I can't Nintendo. You don't go, well, if you hold your nose and jump over a puddle and do a twist and snap your fingers 3 times, you can actually get exactly what you want. Like, this shit is, like, it's a little silly. The option's right there. That's bait. The option is not right there. It's obfuscated by, like, you needed the Reddit to tell you how to do it. Switch was shit. Why would Switch 2 be any different? No. See, now you're being like the other caricature, which is like Nintendo sucks ass at everything. They're actually, like, the menu shit, I think they're really bad at, but they're like the only developers that are like in the AAA space making at least semi-unique games, even if this is like Mario Kart 17. Like if Ubisoft made Tears of the Kingdom, we would be on like Tears of the Kingdom 9 by now. They would be milking it dry. Nintendo's giving it a chance, man. And the games work at launch. Yeah. Oh my god, we saved ourselves. I got respect for Nintendo. The only thing I don't... Well, sometimes it can be annoying to criticize Nintendo. And the main reason it's annoying is because whenever you criticize Nintendo, someone goes, well, in Japanese culture, it's actually considered disrespectful to give things for free. If you give something for free, that's your way of saying it sucks. So honestly, there's nothing they could do but charge $10 for the manual to the system. Like, that's the kind of shit that, like, whenever people start pulling out, like, the Japanese norms of, like, corporate Tokyo, that's where I'm like, that's insane. Don't even worry about that shit. Don't even worry about that shit. Make it to the final table, then we can figure this shit out. Obviously, you have to pay. That's just the right play there. I expect some bullshit. Okay, 3 bananas, that's gonna be tough. Deserved, but for the record, I was trying to move out of the way. It's our only shot. I'm gonna aim for first. I just saw the tooltip. I'm gonna aim for first. Not the bomb. Hang on 1 second. Ah, you're so lucky your Twitch name is @homosexual. Because I was about to ban you for trolling. But now, like, I just can't. And it's not that it's Pride Month. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that shit at any time. Obviously, like, in June is the worst time to do it. But, like, that's actually, like, a fucked up OP name. But you were about to get permabanned, just so you know. So you're on notice, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, kid. Best you learn how the world works now. Oh, that's fucking sick, man. That's fucking sick. Wait, did I see living trash in there? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Living trash, show me the way. No! Do you know how hard it is for me to get on the railing in the first place? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, fuck. Bullet, stay away from me. We got shared interests. We got aligned interests here. Sorry, brother. I never had a choice. Okay, there you go. And the fighting like that, it pays dividends, man. It makes you stronger for a long time. Makes you better forever. We still make those. We still make those. No doubt about it. Stop it! You fucking suck! Oh. He's got a tripler though, man. Can't catch him. Can't catch him. No hope. Good race, though. Good race. The fact that he held the triple, that's big. I gotta give him respect for that one. Not bad for someone who refuses to learn how to drift. Are we really about to have the conversation of, like, Mario Kart of all games having the most annoying fan base of, like, any game on this fucking website? That seems psychotic to me. I think it's just your chat. Thank you for saying that, because I've been thinking that for a while, too. This game's crazy. Yeah, it's kind of like the Olympics for people who can't make eye contact with the cashier at the grocery store. I mean that in a complimentary sense, like the most complimentary way possible. What do we do to deserve that? I don't know. The game's just pissing me off right now, to be honest. Well, the game, not so much. The people in the game. Who are doing exactly what they should do to maximize their chances of winning, but it's pissing me off, because oftentimes it's at my expense. Oh! Smushed, smushed. Get smushed, smushed, smushed. Gold bloop. He can't be killed. I don't know what it is. He's like... He's always in the right place at the right time. Ouch! You paid the price. Pay it twice. You pay the price. That's right. You don't stay on my fucking line. I'll throw that shit backwards. I'll throw that shit backwards any goddamn day! Cool. Cool, man. Cool. Thanks for the bump. Thanks for the bump. That one's on me. I'll own up to that one. I was trying to get on the railing. I got too close to the bomb. My 2 cents, I thought it was a proximity bomb. I thought the proximity was a little bit wider than that. It's my bad. Huge. If this is faster, can someone explain how I'm losing positions? My good friend Chibli told me it was faster to do tricks on the rail than drive. It's slower! Scammed, whatever. Tactical bullet. What have I done? Brother, I don't want to be here. No. No. Oh, man. Well, that was a disaster. Okay, so new strat. Never grind on anything. Only bounce? I don't know about all that. I mean, chat's not on the screen for you, but presumably, I can't read all that. It's going too fast. And also the content of the messages is like Mario Kart mechanics. You asked? It's called a rhetorical question. I'm just saying when the baddies show up at the dorm, it might be next year for you, it might be like 5 years from now. When the baddies show up at the dorm and they go, oh shit, is that a fucking Nintendo Switch 2? Don't be doing any of this shit, okay? Just hold the A button and like drive, and maybe if they boost first, you can boost, like drift, I should say. They'll be like, have you ever heard of this? And then they'll hit you with like a drift and you're like, oh, how'd you do that? Don't hit them with, oh, only if it's not on an arc. Obfuscate your real personality to trick them into enjoying your company more. Nintendo's drifting is so bad, they should have... Wait, sorry, you said NL's drifting is so bad, Nintendo should have used them to make the Joy-Cons. So you're almost there, because the joke is a little funny, because it's referencing Joy-Con drift. The problem is, the punchline falls apart, because why would Nintendo have designed the Joy-Cons to have drift? The joke is that you don't drift? No, that's the opposite of the joke, because Joy-Cons drift. You were disinvited from the comedy show. Drift's so bad, I think he's Pangea. Too forceful, in my opinion. Like, you're forcing it a little bit. Don't +2 just because you know about Continental Drift. There has to be, like, more than an attempt. There has to be humor involved as well. How much you can do, bro? Just relax. Can you counter a blue shell with, like honking at exactly the right moment or something? Or mushrooming it. Oh, I didn't even consider the mushroom. Boombox breaks blue shell. Listen, kid. I don't know what year you graduated high school. I'm going to guess that it has a 2, a 0, and then a 1 as the first 3 digits. My ass is never going to be in a position where I'm going to have a boombox while being in first place. I'm going to get it. Somebody's going to get next to me. I'm going to take issue with it. I'm going to use it immediately to slow them down 0%. So shall it be ridden, so shall it be done. That's the way we do it out here, okay? With the 1980s birthdays, that's the way we do it. Last time I saw drifting this continentally bad was the 4th Ice Age movie. No, man, you can't be saying that. That's not a +2. By the way, if it gets a lot of +2s in chat, that's how you know it would not work in real life. That might work at the playground. I mean, IRL, I don't think so. That's a Dennis Miller joke. It's a major +2. You literally are a Dennis Miller fan. I don't know, man. Here's my thoughts on MKW. I'm putting it outside of the YouTube video because on Twitch content is ephemeral. You can be mad for like a second. But on YouTube, like it goes up and then people are like, they'll comment on it for like years, for like a decade after it came out. I think it's good at being a Mario Kart game, but it's frustrating as fuck to play. Sometimes you need a little bit of friction in your life, but it's like insanely frustrating to play. You're driving like 2% of the time, and you're getting hit by or hitting other people with items 98% of the time. I think it's a little too much. I don't think I'm built for this, man. Just play 50cc. There's fucking 50cc's of other games out there, man. That's what I'm gonna play. Not today, though. Maybe a different game mode? No, man, no. That's, I think, honestly, that's probably the last you're gonna see me solo play Mario Kart World. If the fellas want to jam some Mario Kart World, it might happen. Also uninstalled the Bazaar and the Bazaar launcher. I don't know what I'm gonna record, man. How did that happen? I think this current patch is the worst the game has ever been. Maybe with the exception of the Monitor Lizard patch, except that was when the game was still novel. There's something about they fucked up the charge, man. It's fixed. Well, the game doesn't crash as much anymore. It only crashes like once per run, which is good. But like it's the actual content of the game is in kind of like an ass position, to be honest with you. It's just crazy. The number one complaint everyone's had for months, apart from like the game crashing, is like the fights are too fast. As soon as one person's item goes off, it goes, and then like all the items go off instantly and you're dead before you can even get your combo started. But then like every time they do a patch, they just seem to like add more charge items. Like the dually items are like you barely have time to even mouse over the items before they like go off once and kill you. But like the dually items that charge and also get buffed every time an item does something seems insane to me, dude. What do you mean it fucking charges 2 seconds and gets 50 damage every time a tech item goes off? And you've got that and 7 tech items on the board on day 4. What the fuck happened, man? But anyway, they can't get me back. I wish them the best, which is my way of saying something else. Even if they fix it, it's too late. You only get one chance to make a 10th impression. You literally will be back. Duck Smoker, one thing you should learn about me, I'm insanely good at quitting stuff. It's actually like, I got a few skills. I got a few buffs in my life. Hair was not one of them. But I'm insanely good at quitting stuff. That's why like caffeine addiction, not real. I was drinking 2 CZs in a coffee a day. Cutting the CZs out, didn't even notice. People were like, you'll be back on Twitter? App's gone. Don't even know my login anymore. You'll be back on Reddit? No shot, dude. I'm on the Globe and Mail reading some shit about like the acceptable withdrawal rate from your RRSP. Once it's gone, it's gone. Do kind of miss the CZ though. I'm not gonna quit Letterboxd. I need to watch more movies, but I'm 2/3 of the way through Sopranos. Once the Sopranos is done, I got more movie space. The problem is, I got that 90-minute window to bike in the morning. It's a great window for TV. You can watch like an episode and a half of prestige television. Really eats through the seasons pretty quick. But 90 minutes is a fucked up time to watch a movie because every movie is 2 hours plus these days. So I only get to watch movies in a convenient way on Saturdays when I do 3 hours. That gives you a movie and an episode of The Sopranos usually, which is a dream come true. 3 hours on Saturday is kind of wild. Well, hang on. It's every day for a guy like me, every Saturday at least. But still waiting for you to accept my friend request. So here's the thing. I didn't accept friend requests on the bike for like 3 years. And then one day I was waiting for an appointment, like a Zoom meeting that said it was going to be from like 2 to 3. And at 3, they hadn't shown up. So I said, fuck this. And I was like, I'm going to do something that's like not important. So I went through my friend requests and accepted everybody I had ever remembered seeing on a ride. So I probably denied yours. And unless you type your username in chat right now, or you ride at 6 a.m. Pacific time consistently Monday through Sunday, then I'm not going to know it, man. I'm not going to know it. We're not talking about Fartmaster 18 anymore. I'm sorry to say.
I'm getting tired of doing this bit. I've never seen him talk.
Can I please interact with my friend?
No! Back to the mines.
I need to see you type your fucking name and it be in red text.
I have interests.
Now what the fuck do we say to that? Fartmaster 18.
Fartmaster 18 got banned from all of my friends' chats. He's back today. No, he's doing the same thing today. For like 6 months, he was just typing Fartmaster 18. And then yesterday he said, I can't do this fucking bit anymore. And he just started typing my name like once every 2 minutes for 5 hours. And then Justin was like, did anyone else have Fartmaster18 in their chat today? He kept adding me and then saying, we got to meet up later today. We got to meet up later today. So Justin banned him. And I was like, it's like a menacing ass message. That's why I do have more respect for Scath Eyes, man. Scath Eyes, they go back to the bit. Fartmaster18 might just be trying out a new bit, but they also might be experiencing like, you know, mental distress or something. Which, not to be rude, but is literally not my problem. Because if the streamer was responsible for the mental health of everybody in chat, they would never get anything done. Because at least like 25% of you are fucking crazy. That's just like, you got to talk to somebody about that. You can't put that burden on me. It's funny to time someone out for 10 minutes at the end of stream. One thing, well, Mag, I always respect your comments. I agree with that. It is a funny bit. One thing you got to know about me is like, my least favorite comment to read is like comment that's not about the content, but is like meta about the content. Like when a chatter comes by and drops like an inside joke from another streamer that I don't know. And they're like, what do you mean? Everybody knows it. It's from the most famous GTA RP stream of the last 3 weeks. And it had the top post on r/livestream fails. And like that stuff is, if I'm looking at chat, that's like an instant timeout. Because I'm like, that's not real culture, bro. That's like what I do. But I will say, I was in Kate's chat yesterday while I was recording. Just minding my own business, okay? She's playing Liza P. Little chatter came into Kate's chat. First time chat. All I know about this game is NL was virtue signaling by saying he wasn't going to play Elden Ring, and then he was going to play this instead, and then he never played this. Okay, first off, motherfucker, you didn't expect me to have shooters everywhere, but it's on site. Little pictures have big ears, buddy. I did play Elden Ring, and I beat it. I just didn't play the DLC yet. Secondly, I did play Liza P, and I beat it. So, like, first off, it's mean. You don't even know that I'm in the chat and you're talking shit about me to my wife out of nowhere. It's a first time chat, so it gets highlighted. And then also everything you wrote in there was wrong. So I banned them in Kate's chat. And then they said, sorry, I shouldn't have been so aggro. And then I unbanned them because it's not my chat. I just wanted them to bow down a little bit and kiss the ring. Then I went to my chat and I gave them an 86,400 second timeout because you got to pay the price. First, I audited them in my chat to make sure they were an active chatter, and they were, because I wanted them to feel the pain. 86,400 is a very nice number. I saw it in the mod actions. 252,000 is even better. It was 252. I guess that would be that'd be 3 days, 72-hour permanent. Same thing, I was beefing with somebody in Chib's chat. I was just talking. And then they were like, why are you so grumpy at your chat? And I was like, buddy, I'm in my off time right now. Northernlion does not fucking exist, dude. They asked me again, and I said, I forget what I said. Something fucked up. I said, how's your personal life or something like that. Every once in a while, though, you go for an audit, and then you're like, I can't ban this person. That's too much. They're very sensitive. I got banned in Apollo's chat for criticizing his Valorant gameplay, even though I'd never played Valorant. Yeah, that sounds about right. At least you're acknowledging it. They're owning it, man. They're not saying, why did I get banned? They're saying, that's fair. All right, see you tomorrow. Goodbye. I love it when he becomes Mario. His name's Mario, and he bounces on the shells. Some of these levels are hotter than the hells. And when he spins, he can survive a spiny shell. Mario, Rio, please do better, please do well. Don't start the singing, then you can't stop. So true. When you were young, you were the king of Austin Powers. And now you kidnapped Nigel Powers as his foe to get the man of mystery to show. This is the room one afternoon where Fat Bastard ate you. And how Felicity shagged him real well to place a homing device where no one dared to dwell.